Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm not on the allotment today. I am tripping over things in the garden. I've got a decent day, a little bit of time. I'm going to do another bit of the fence. I haven't shown you yet what I did before, and I need you to bear something in mind. I'm not a DIY person. I have very limited DIY skills. I like using a drill and a hammer. Doesn't mean I should be using a drill and a hammer. Now, the job is this never-ending saga of this damn fence. That panel was put up earlier this year. And I'll show you, I took a picture because I cemented in the fence post because it hadn't been done. I'll show you. Can you see this? That's what had been used to hold the post in place. Just packed in all around it as if that's going to hold it. So if you can just see in there, I've cemented that one in. So now, yes, we've had to put netting in to stop the dog. I've got to take all of this stuff, I'll stand back so you can see. I've got to move all this crap, which is really just in the way to stop the dog getting to that corner. So I'm going to move all that, and then, the magic finger, I've got to remove this, because somebody came and said they were going to do it for me, and they put that in place to hold this in place. I did a little bit of a fix because I can see a slat there has moved. But then they let me down and they can't do it. And I'll put a picture up. I did find a panel, $34.99, which is all okay. And then I'll put a picture up of how much they wanted to deliver it. So that's not happening. I can't get another panel, so I have an idea. You might not like this idea at first, but trust me. Now, I'm not saying what I've planned for this bit is going to be good. It's going to be covered. And I'm at the stage, that's all I care about. I just want it covered. I can't get a panel. I have to use what I've got. So, yeah. In my head, it looks reasonable. That's as good as I can say. So I'm going to move this, and we'll start with step number 1. If you buy a fence panel, they're at least 20 quid. I was told originally I would need 4 of them. That's not happening. But I found these for £4 odd. So I've got a couple of these which will do the job for what I am putting up. I hope. Oh my. Crikey, he's heavy. Oh, it's going to break. It was at this point she realised she's completely blocked herself in. When I put the netting up, it's just held on with drawing pins. Oh no. Where did I put the jar? I brought a jar to put them in. I'm going to take it all down, do the cementing of posts once I've removed that, and then probably put it back up again. So that's all out the way. Oof, I'm puffed already. Just a little bit of wood to move at the bottom there. Then straighten that up and see where the post is going to go. Okay, scrap that, not ready yet. Another one to take out. Give it a hand. There's one. Just stay there for a minute. Really? Is that as good as it's going to go? That's as good as it's going to go. Right. Shit's sake. I need that bit off. Oh shit. This is already beveled. I can't get it straight across. There's slabs at the bottom. Cannot get that in straight. So do you know what I'm going to do? Right or wrong, I'm just going to leave it the way it is, put a post in and hope for the best. I can't get that any other way. It's all attached to that now. So I'll just have to try and do it this side. More bricks. There's a whole mound of bricks under here. Good God, what is under here? That looks like tree root. Damn it. This is taking forever. Well, it's day 2 and I'm keeping up my usual glamorous appearance as usual. I've been very, very busy. Now I did warn you that I'm not all that great at DIY. I've done my best. I'm not finished. I am doing my best. So there's a little robber in the garden, distracts me. But do you remember this stuff? If you're a regular viewer, you will. Chicken wire? Oh yes. Now, yes, I was digging to get that post in. Now I'm not saying these things are straight. I know this panel is all bent, so that's going to make this post look terrible. It's going to be covered. I am not finished, but as you can see what I'm going for. I'm using what I have, and what I have is chicken wire. And what I've done is 2 strips, like the wire. I have cut it all off and I've put it on here, and to thread them both together. And on the top, I've put this bar across, and I've actually threaded it all the way through the top ones to pull it up as straight as I can. I've put this post here, which I have post-created in best I can, and I've got bits of wood that I'm going to put, sorry, I'm getting my fingers right, down the sides here and here to cover that. I'm also going to put bits from the bottom here across to cover this bottom part, and sort of here somewhere to there. Now, that won't be the end of it. Oh, no. You're squint as hell. Oh, you bugger. I know, chicken wire isn't the ideal, but because it's not the ideal, and I don't really want to be seeing that, and more importantly, I don't want the dog to be able to see through it, because they're little kids, and they run about, and he will go nuts, and he will do whatever he can to get through, and play, and chase, whatever, I hope. So I've got to do something. So I've ordered something, which I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, and it's going to cover this. And I want to say it's going to look fabulous. I'm being realistic. Actually, there's another thing I need once I get this thing up, because I want it to look at least interesting, if not fabulous. And let's face it, chicken wire is not interesting to look at. So that's where I am. It's taken me 2 days to get this far. I am knackered. I've got bits of wood. Talk about using what you have. Oh, I have bits of wood all over the place here. I'll show you the pile and see if you can guess where it came from. Can you see all the bits and bobs on it? Reclaimed wood. Oh, crap, I'm tripping over everything here. For my husband's birthday, I bought him a little recliner chair because he needs to put his feet up. So I did that. But the sofa that he was using, it was ancient, and there was 3 springs broken, at least 3. It was terrible. So I took it outside with our son's help. It was hard going, and I took it apart in the front garden, and we've dumped all the bits that I can't use, and I've kept most of the wood that the frame was made of, not the big bits of MDF that were, chipped and horrible. But I thought, I have no idea what kind of wood it is. I have no idea. In fact, some of it's still got a little fabric stuck to it. So So that's what I'm using. I'll show you the pile. Oh, now don't get jealous, eh? This is what I'm using. I'm like, I couldn't get it off at the time. Everything is staples and just, I got most of it. I think that's the one bit that's left. I'll get to it. But that's what I'm using. So I'm actually just kind of waiting for this one it is to dry out so I can fill these holes. So I'm going to tidy this up a little bit and probably block this off again until I can get it actually finished. So yeah, that's where I am. So apologies for all the funny angles, but this place is just a disaster zone at the moment. It's, what day is it today? Thursday, 18th of December. Like I say, I started this yesterday. It's going to take a while. I ordered the stuff for this morning. Tried to get a better deal and he wasn't having it, but yeah. Yeah, I ordered that this morning. I don't know how long it's going to take. I think if it was a normal thing and not Christmas, they reckon 3 days. We'll see. We will see. I'm going to put a few more bits of wood around the bottom and stuff to stop the dog digging underneath and escaping. But for now, I'm going to sign off, and hopefully, when you come back, which to you will just be continuous, for me it's going to be days and days and days and days, but improvements will have been made. You're probably looking at it and thinking it's horrific and it's the worst DIY job you've ever seen. I'm doing my best with what I have. I don't mind it. As long as the gap's covered, that's all I need. I'm not that fussy. I should probably just as well. Day 3, and it's a little frosty, but I finished the frame. Now I filled in the bottom where I've concreted those 2 posts in, and I did tell you I'm not an expert DIYer. I'm the most amateur DIYer you will ever come across. But I'm quite happy with that. Well, what do you think? Okay, it might not be what some of you would put, but it solves my problem. Scooby can't get out. It's camouflaged to an extent. I told you it would look reasonable when I was finished, but I'm not quite finished. There's one more thing for this, and I'm going to show you that at the end. Yes, I've borrowed somebody's jumper because it's freezing cold. I've been nipping in and out. This is day 4 or 5, I've lost count. I've been nipping in and out whenever I can to get a bit done. Finally got this lovely green stuff put on. You could be sitting there with your head in your hands. The birds are really noisy. You could be sitting there with your head in your hands going, I would never have that in my garden. Fair enough. Me, I'm chuffed. I am. Fair place. And look at that. That's going nowhere. These, the wind can't get through. It's horrendous. It's an ongoing fight and you're going to lose. With this, however, now that I've cemented in the posts, the wind can get through this. There's no more resistance. So I'm hoping that will save the other 2 panels in combination with everything that I've done in this little DIY, how not to DIY, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. But I'm going to say cheerio at this point because I'm going to leave you right at the end with my finishing touch because it's not here yet. And normally I would put this up Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday, which is, as I'm filming this, that's tomorrow. So fingers crossed it comes tomorrow and I have time to add it on. But if you've watched all of it and you've made it this far, thank you very much for your company. I really do appreciate it. But until the next one, you take care of your wee self. There are birds all over this garden. It's getting weird.